Hello again, nerds. We are doing another music reaction video. This time it's another Lady Gaga song. I know I got kind of a lot of upset people at me last time because they weren't understanding what I was saying, it seems. Judging by their comments, they were just looking to hate on me. But I still stand by everything I said because I was mostly right. There is a behind the scenes video for that last one that I did not watch beforehand, but after I watched it, I was like, yeah, no, that just reinforces the stuff I already said. Either way, we got a intro to do, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, so Lady Gaga. Not really a genre that I talk about a lot on the channel. Even in the news show, we don't really talk a whole lot about pop because pop gets covered in all of the traditional news outlets anyway. So it's kind of hard for me to justify it for my show when I'm trying to do things that aren't necessarily getting a lot of coverage. Generally speaking, at least in the music side of it. So that's one of the reasons why, and then another reason why is I don't generally listen to a lot of pop. I do like good pop. I'm not opposed to the genre. I just don't think there's a lot of quality music in the genre. Lady Gaga is often one of the exceptions to that rule. Not always. She definitely puts out some mediocre music from time to time, as evidenced by the last track we reacted to. So, yeah, we are doing the Rain on Me with Ariana Grande, which kind of colors the expectations a little bit because I don't think Ariana Grande is talented necessarily. I think she's got a pretty good voice. I think there's a reason why she's famous, aside from the fact that she was on the Disney Channel. I think that she tries to float really hard on the fact that she's attractive and less on the fact that she's kind of got some talent that she could mine if she wasn't too concerned with perception. I think Gaga falls into that a little bit as well, but not nearly as much, though hers is a little more extreme when she does fall into it because when she falls into it, it's, well, look at how crazy I can be, and look at how nuts things are, and I'm wearing meat to an award show, and yeah, it's just a little bit of this. So yeah, that's kind of their personal lives though. So more so talent wise, as far as let's get into expectations for this, I expect these two to be fighting for the song. I feel like there's going to be a chorus section or at least a bridge section, one bridge section, where the two of them are doing a back and forth. I haven't listened to it, so I don't know. This is one that was really easy to avoid listening to before the reaction video too, because again, I don't listen to those radio stations. So, yeah, I feel like there's going to be at least one back and forth. I do honestly feel like Lady Gaga will be the one to come out on top of the competition between the two of them. Not that they're going to be like, it's not a rivalry necessarily, just a lighthearted, friendly kind of thing. I expect them both to be doing some vocal gymnastics. As far as the production of the song, expectations are pretty small. Like it's gonna be super shiny, overproduced, very very plastic kind of sound. But that is most pop. That's a big part of the reason why I don't listen to a lot of pop. And it sounds like Gaga is kind of going that direction with her more recent stuff. So, again, not necessarily a bad thing, just not something I'm personally into. So, that being said, let's get the disclaimer out of the way before we get into the song. Pardon me. If you want to listen to the song, go listen to the song. You want to watch the video, go watch the video. That's not what we're going to be doing per se here. Reaction videos on this channel are reactions and analyses. So because this is a proper video, we're going to be looking at the video production. We're going to be looking at the song production as well as performance. I have been doing all of the above for a number of years, music I've been doing since I was a small child, and I'm definitely not young. So I've been doing it professionally, though, for approximately 20 years. So I know a thing or two about music. As far as video production, I've been doing that professionally for about 5 to 8 years, depending on your definition of professional. So I know a couple of things there as well. We're going to be talking about the things I feel like are working, things I feel like are not working, where the artist may or may not be under or overperforming. That is the things we're going to be talking about. I am going to talk over things. We're going to stop the video. We're going to replay sections if we must. All of that being said, go watch the original. If that bothers you, this is not the channel for you. We're going to get into the video now. This one here. Already slightly better as far as the vocal performance from the last song. At least I showed up, you showed me nothing at all. It's coming down on me, harder like misery. It's coming down on me. I'm ready, rain on me. Drop, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me, rain, rain, C sharp. All right, so like I said, already a better vocal performance than the last Gaga track we did, the one that was shot on the iPhone that looked like garbage. And also, if you'll notice, no goofy effect done to this video to make her look skinnier and then also make everything look extremely tall. So video production-wise, we're off to a better start as well. And it's funny because this one is definitely much more special effects because they are standing in water, but they're not standing outside in the rain. So it's really funny that the more fake version of this is coming across more believable than the last. I don't know. But yeah, I'm digging that vocal performance. It's just a more dynamic performance than the last one. Pretty simple as far as the music goes. Also, very interesting that Ariana is underselling it, where Gaga was kind of on point with it. So, yeah, very interesting. A and C sharp. So it's a major diad. So here comes the vocal battle. Or not. What is that? Rain on me, tsunami, hands up to the sky. I'll be your galaxy. Is Gaga trying to rap? What is that vocal delivery? Yeah, so this is what I was expecting. These little runs they're doing back and forth. They're mostly in the background though, so they're not really. All right. So this is really cool. I'm gonna over skip, aren't I? This is really cool though. The production wise on the video, come on. Not that. This shot here is really, really awesome. I feel like it would be more appropriate though in like a more sad song, just because the intimacy of the shot. But it's very effective. It would just be more effective for a more toned down song, not something quite so dancey. That shot too, as we get to the end of the video apparently. This one too, that's mostly effects, I think is really cool. It's very strange that they chose those two shots for such an upbeat, dancey tune. Yeah, this is what I was expecting from the last Gaga song. This is on the level of dance music that you can legit dance to, and you can also listen to the vocal talent of these two performers. Again, I don't think Ariana Grande can hold a candle to Lady Gaga's voice, and I think both of them are much too interested in how they look. I'm okay with a good pop song, and this is a pretty good pop song. So, right to you. That's where we're gonna end it, guys. Yeah. Did you dig the song? I'm not gonna mouse over that for too long. Did you dig the song? Is this more indicative? Because it's been a little while since I've honestly listened to any Lady Gaga aside from what may or may not come on the radio or whatever at work. So is this indicative? I feel like this is a better track. So is the better version of this new Gaga sound? Is this more indicative of her sound now, or is that other track kind of more what she's doing these days? I feel like the fire was lit under her because she had a guest vocalist who could also sing. So she had to show her up, and I feel like it was a good vocal performance because of that. On both of their parts, they were both kind of trying to show off. It sounded like not as much as I was expecting though. So I don't know, that's one way or the other if that's a good or a bad thing, but either way, it was good. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good, man. Yeah, what did you think? Let's have that conversation. Video-wise, we talked a little bit about the production. I really like it when people play to their strengths and they're not trying to do something because it's doing something different is one thing. Doing something different just because it's different is another thing. So shooting a whole video on an iPhone is ridiculous. If your only option is to shoot on an iPhone, there are ways to make it look amazing. If you have millions of dollars like Lady Gaga and you decide to shoot, it's a publicity stunt, and it really means nothing. Especially when you have, like, again, when you have the ability to modify that phone to make it shoot in ways that the average consumer cannot, that I feel like is also misleading. So this is none of that. This is Gaga, production-wise, this is Gaga playing to her strengths. This is absolutely 100% done in a studio. There is a bunch of special effects going on here. Just the video overall is super shiny and way overproduced, and that is kind of the aesthetic that we've come to know from Lady Gaga. Since her first record, that's been the sound and the look of Lady Gaga. So totally appreciate that here, because there's no gimmicks. It's just that's who she is. So yeah, I'm rambling. We're going to end this. Thank you, nerds, for sticking with me all the way to the end. There's a website, generallynerdy.net. You can go check out all of the free stuff up there. There is a Patreon if you want to help the channel at all. Patreon.com/generallynerdy. You can support there and get a bunch more a bunch more content. You can, if you are new to the channel, click the subscribe button right there, and you will be notified when I do these videos. I also do a twice weekly nerd news video, which you can see in this playlist. I do it twice a week. It used to be every day, but whatever. And then this is all of the other reactions. So click on either of these two boxes, see other stuff going on the channel. Before I go, though, guys, always remember that if it is generally nerdy, it's probably here.